gonna try something different today. A little different. Somebody set me up on a metal detecting blind date. I'm gonna meet somebody new today, so stick around and see what it's all about. All right, what I mean by blind date is I am meeting a metal detector here that I have no idea what it looks like, what it does. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm gonna unbox it on camera here, put it together, give it a shot, see what it does, let you know what I think. What do you think? Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna learn right along with you here. It's called a SAKOBS, and it's an advanced metal detector with a large LCD display. It does all the typical metal detecting stuff here. It looks really good, and oh, it includes batteries, thank goodness, because I forgot to bring some with me. 11-inch waterproof coil. We won't be in any water today. I've got a little park to test it out in. That's what it looks like. It is, where's the model? Oh, right here. I think it's a GC-1078. Looks pretty cool. It's got this sort of Vanquish staggered shaft design. Pretty comfortable, I guess. All right, let's open this thing up and take a look at it. All right, like I said, I'm unboxing this thing for the first time. This is the way it came to me. Let's open it up and take a look at it. I'm a little excited. Let's see what it's all about. All right. Oh wow, look at that. It comes with some kind of a carry bag or something. Oh, there's some batteries. We need that. Instruction manual. We don't need that for now. We've got our washers and shafts. We've got some headphones here. What else do we have? What is this? Oh, it's a little mini shovel. That is cool. It's like a full kit. Let's get to the control box there. Look at that. Looks like your standard buttons. Microphone. Headphone jack over here, because it did come with headphones. I doubt if it's wireless. All right. Let's get this thing out of here. There's the handle and arm cup. And last is the coil. Okay, let me see if I can throw this thing together and we will power it up. All right, this looks like it's all set up, everything we're gonna need. Put this thing together. Looks like we got our handle with adjustable cam lock design like that. Very, very familiar. We've seen that before. This thing's got aluminum shafts and looks like a plastic lower shaft. Control box here, it looks like it clips on there, and has one screw, and gave me a couple batteries, of course. We got, I forgot what size coil this thing is. What does it say? 11-inch coil. So this is an 11-inch concentric coil. It's going to give us a conical pattern, which is as opposed to the double D style, which you see typical on most detectors. It gives you sort of a kind of a blade type pattern sweeping across the ground. This thing is going to have a conical, more pinpointing detection pattern. We'll see how that works out. Let's see. Put this thing together. Maybe we'll do a little fast forward assembly on this. Just like that. Okay, first impression here. It is a little bit plasticky, but it is really well made. It's very sturdy plastic. I think my one problem here so far is that the upper shaft into the handle here is a little loose. The cam lock is not quite grabbing as tight as I'd like. I might end up, you can stick a little something in there to shim it up. That would tighten that up just fine. The coil seems to be nice. It's got rubber washers. It's adjustable, so that thing, you can get the right tension how you like it. And the rear cam lock seems to work real good. That one's just got the right amount of snugness. The arm cup is pretty good, and the thing is really light, so whatever you're used to swinging, this thing's not going to be any heavier than that. So it is a lightweight little machine. I guess one of my first problems here, other than the shaft, is that when you do set it down, which you're going to be doing over and over, it sets on the handle a bit, and it doesn't really rest on the legs on the arm cup there, so it gets a little tippy. It's not bad, but I could see this part getting worn and dirty after a while. So not a deal breaker. I think it's still functioning. It's still going to work, but just a little thing I'd like to point out. All right, let's power it up for the first time. We got the batteries in, and it looks like your typical metal detector screen here. We'll hit the power button, and ooh, it's got a pretty loud startup song that it plays there. And let's switch cameras so you can get a closer look at the screen. Let's see if we can figure this thing out quickly. We got the power button there. It looks like we got a pinpoint button. This is probably like an all metal button, I'm going to assume, down there. We got our plus and minus for different functions. I'm sure it's like volume and sensitivity. We got the discrimination button and the set button here. So quickly I'm going to look at the screen. I've got good battery, I've got sensitivity here, no depth reading, got some volume, and it looks like I've got a dial here with some target IDs on it. It looks like it's got nails and coins mainly, pull tab, and it looks like maybe bottle cap in there. So first thing we'll do is, let's see what the plus and minus do. And that, I'm not sure. Let's see. That does sensitivity, so oops, maybe we have to hold it. Oh, there we go. There's our volume. We'll turn down a little bit. I don't want to annoy people. There's sensitivity. So it's got like 6 or 7 different sensitivity range. A range of 6 or 7 on sensitivity. Got our volume set, and oh, we got something over here. A little trash on the ground probably. I thought I picked a clean area, but I've got a few things here. Okay, well, we'll put out some targets and see what it does. All right, our first known target here is just up on the surface. It's a pull tab right there. And it looks like it's given us a correct reading, which is the second notch here. That's a pull tab nickel. And it looks like we're able to get maybe 4 inches on an air test. It looks like what actually happens here is the further it is away, you get less bars, and the closer you get, the more bars you get on the depth. Kind of opposite of what you normally used to. This usually tells you how deep to go, but I guess the more bars you have, the closer you're getting. We'll try next we'll try a bottle cap. Bottle cap works just like you'd expect. It's down in the iron range. Looks like it gets it at about, I'd say 5-6 inches or so. That could change underground, but gives you a nice low tone there. All right, we'll start with the typical clad coins and penny. First thing's a zinc penny. And that's correct. What do we got here? A nickel. Same tone, but it's given us the nickel pull tab signal. Next is a dime. Also same sort of mid-tone with a dime. I'm swinging like 3 inches above. And we've got a quarter. And a quarter is a high tone, and it's identifying that correctly as well. All right, next test we're going to do is a tungsten, a silver 925, and a 14 karat white gold ring. All right. It is coming up as a ring, and a ring penny on the tungsten. Silver, nice high tone. And gold, real low. And out of curiosity, we'll try it on a couple silver coins here. We got a silver half, silver quarter, and a silver dime. All right, silver dime. Same as a clad dime. Silver quarter. High tone quarter also. And silver half. Also still showing quarter. I'm not quite hitting that last 50-cent segment. I don't know if it's because it's silver and not clad, but we're getting a nice high tone there. Looks like about 6 inches. All right, so I dug like a 2 to 3 inch plug here. We'll drop the quarter in like that. We'll lay it down nice and flat, and we'll flop the plug over. Let's see what that does. Stamp it down. Okay. Pretty good. I'm up above, like 2 inches above the grass there, and 3 inches down, so like 5 inches. And as our strength increases, or as our depth does better, it looks like it jumps down lower. this conical coil like this. You've got to be centered over a little better than your typical double D coil, but it's centering pretty good. So we've got it right in the center of that plug there, and then we try the pinpoint. It looks like, I think you have to hold the pinpoint down. Looks like that works pretty good too. Definitely going to get you right on center. Not bad, I'm surprised. Working a little better than I expected. One thing I will say, if you're used to any of the higher end detectors, the response time is a bit quicker. This thing lags a little bit, but you know, for a beginner, somebody that's never detected before, that's never had a high-end modern machine, they're going to think this thing is the greatest thing ever, because, I mean, look at that. It's just picking up those targets, no problem. All right, let's try this thing out in the tot lot here. It's a little busy over here. We'll try to be nice and quiet, but we'll see what it'll do. If I get a target, I'll let you know. All right, looks like my first target here is a little jumpy. It's iron to dime. Looks like we have the, I don't know if that's an iron only button or iron disable button. It blinks when I push it, but it's alternating between iron and dime. And it's not that deep. I guess the more bars, the more shallow it is. Let me dig this thing up and see what it is. Well, that was correct. And an iron bolt. Those are always tricky. All right, I can see this one already. It's peeking out of the low tone, and it's right in here. It's a bottle cap, Modelo. And one thing I see now, this thing does have a backlit screen too. I just realized it's getting a little darker here. I got a dime tone. Looks like it's pretty shallow. Oh, there it is. It is a big bottle cap. Give me a dime tone. No problem with the foil either. I got a strong, shallow iron tone right in here, which could be anything. I mean, probably iron, but there it is. Thought I had it. There it is, a little piece of wire. Huh, it's got a funny little, funny little bump on there. I'm not sure what that's for. All right, we got a, looks like a nickel pull tab. Pretty strong and shallow. Again, backwards depth here. Lots of bars means shallow. Somewhere in this area. Oh, there we go. We got a nickel. Not bad. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Our blind date with a unknown metal detector. Trying it out, unboxed it, threw it together. Didn't read the instructions, just took it out and found stuff with it. Works just fine. It's certainly not a high-end detector. Don't expect to compare it to anything, you know, you're used to seeing, you know, me use. But for a beginner, I think this thing is just fine. It does the trick. You just got to learn the machine, take it easy, go slow, don't go too fast over targets with it. It does find stuff. I found all kinds of stuff, nothing great. It was just a little quick park hunt today. If you're interested in this thing, take a look. I don't even know what the price is. I'm sure it's a fraction of what we're used to spending on stuff, but perfect for a beginner. Look for the links down below. I'll put something down there so you can find one if you want to learn more about it. Try to tell you what I could about it by just opening it up and trying it out. I'm sure there's some things I missed, but anyways, thanks again for watching. Something a little different this time, and we'll catch you in the next one.